ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real, cause when we're doing our thing, we're the wheels that won't stop turning.
Hey everyone, I have been wanting to organize my fridge for a while now, and I finally decided that today is the day. So I'm going to be walking you through how I use my planner to give my fridge a mini makeover. Let's see what we're working with. As you can see, it's not that bad, but we are kind of just throwing things in here. There's not really a system or order to this. So I'd like to put some bins in some of these places to kind of create categories in here. In the freezer, we have kind of a similar situation where things are kind of just thrown in here without a real system. They're kind of in the places I want them to go, but this could definitely be a little bit more organized. I'm going to start off by taking a photo with my phone so I don't have to leave this fridge open as I write down the main items that are in here. Then I color coded each of these items and broke them up into different categories. So for example, under breakfast we have yogurt, jam, eggs, strawberries, cantaloupe, and English muffins. And now that I have this inventory and I know what my different categories are, which are going to help me with labels later on, I decided to make this diagram. I just made this on the computer, but really all you need to do is just quickly sketch out a rectangle with some lines and just write in your category names and where they're gonna go in your fridge. If you want to get really fancy, you could print out some of these food icons onto clear stickers, or if you have a sticker book, sometimes they'll have food in them, and you could just put those on your page. But really all you need to do is just draw a rectangle with some lines to represent the shelves and write in the names of each of these categories and you're good. When I was creating this, I made sure to represent where each of the boxes or containers were going to go. So for example, the snacks have one bin. So now I am going to go and measure these shelves and these drawers to make sure that we have containers that are going to fit into each of these locations. And I'm just writing it down on a sheet of paper that goes in my planner, but you could definitely write it on your insert next to the container that you have drawn. So these are where two of my bins are going to go. And then I also want to make sure that I know the dimensions of my freezer. So now I'm going to go look throughout my house for storage containers that I could potentially use, and if I don't have them in the right size, then I'll have to go buy them or purchase them online. So these were the containers that I was able to find in my house already. Some of these I got from IKEA. I also have these stackable bins that were sold by Target, and these are pretty old. They're actually from the Target dollar spot, so they're not sold anymore. So I'm just going to double check that they fit, and then we'll move on to the next step. I decided to move this shelf down. I realized that even when this container is in here, we'll still have enough room, and it'll give me more height to store things on these two shelves. Using these categories that I came up with here, I created these labels just using Microsoft Word, and then I printed them onto some clear sticker sheets. And now I'm just going to cut them out and then place them onto the containers.
We've been on and off again and again.
Now I'm going to use my diagram as a reference to know where to put my labels in the fridge and freezer.
Control you, push me then you pull me back in. Don't know if I can decipher how your mind works. Yeah, you leave me wondering.
And now it's time to organize. This would also be a great time to clean off your shelves if needed, and also to get rid of any expired food that you may have in your fridge.
You give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more. You leave me hanging, begging for more. Think that I'm addicted to this, can't resist to be a little risky and go for it, cause I want you close. I'm so exposed when you're keeping me wondering. You know I'd do anything to be in your arms again. So give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign.
Now that the fridge is done, let's quickly go over how everything is organized. On the top here, we have the breakfast items, yogurt, jam. We had fruit in here in plastic containers, so we washed it, we chopped it up and put it into these glass containers so that it's ready to eat. I cut off the top of the egg carton so that the eggs are more easily accessible. And on the second shelf, we have some of our salad items, some mayonnaise and other items kept in this bin for easy access. We have drinks here, and then we get to the snack and lunch shelf. So in this first bin, okay, we have chopped celery, some pecans, pickles, and some almond dip. And in this bin, I just have my lunches that I prep every Sunday for work for the week. In the produce drawer, we have cauliflower and bell peppers, green onions, cilantro, onions, limes, etc. And I put down a paper towel before placing this in here. And then in the dairy and meat drawer, we have butter and cheeses, some turkey breast for sandwiches and bacon bits, water up here, then hot sauces, and then Asian cuisine. This door was really hard to decide what to put in here because it was difficult to find things that were small enough. Luckily, we had these water bottles and we had hot sauces that could fit in here, but this is where taking measurements becomes very important so you can make sure that you're getting the most out of your fridge space. Over here we have condiments, some barbecue sauce and our dressings. Then we have pickled items like pepperoncinis and jalapeno peppers. Down here are our milks.
I can tell you, here we go again, staying up all night to see if you've been texting me. Where do we go from here? I wanna go all in. So give me a sign.
And then not too much change in the freezer. I just stacked all of the naan and tortillas and other breads in here upright so that they're easy to get to. We have some breakfast sausage on the side here. And then all of our frozen vegetables are over here. I have Brussels sprouts and mushrooms and bell peppers. And then on the top drawer we have ice cream, frozen breakfast, frozen coconut milk for smoothies, and then some other smoothie items, frozen spinach, bananas, and some frozen coconut milk cubes, as well as the ice packs for lunches. So this is meant to make everything easier to access because it's categorized in its own container. I hope that this video gave you some ideas for starting an organization project of your own. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.